What's up, everyone, and welcome to ClearTalk. We're not at the fire pit today because it's hot over there right now, but I do have a special guest. All right, and I want to welcome you to my girlfriend Tiffany.
Hi.
Welcome. I thought it'd be interesting to include her in this, to do a topic, and just kind of get her reaction, her thoughts as well on it. So here we go. All right, so this video is going to be about what might be the latest money scheme of Trump and this administration, which I find it's kind of interesting. So thank you very much for joining me here. If you would like to check out more from the channel, please do so. Consider subscribing, like, share, all that good stuff. All the links are in the description down below to this channel and my other channels. If you would like to go further, there's Patreon there, $2 a month, supporting the channels you like. And merchandise link down there as well. You get discounts on the merchandise if you're a Patreon member, all that good stuff. Anyways, any support you give is very much appreciated. Thank you very much. And if you're returning, you're freaking amazing. Welcome back. Okay, so in this video, like I said, we're going to talk about what I think is potentially the newest, latest money scheme. And although even on the surface, it might not really seem like that, but when you start thinking about what Trump has done and thinking about the potential connections here, because this very much seems very hidden at the moment, I think it's just another way of Trump making money under the surface, like he has on every single thing that he has touched so far in this administration. So the latest thing, the other day, Trump, and Trump has been trying so hard to make the affordability thing under his administration, that gas prices are coming down, that that everything is affordable, your grocery prices are low, and all this kind of stuff. But yet the evidence has been very much against him, right? So, and the latest thing to try to sell on the prices of gas being low, all right, the administration has went out of the way to announce this new network of fuel stations, okay, called the Freedom Fuel Network, all right? Now, all of these stations currently are all in Pennsylvania, outside of, I think, one, which is in New Jersey, where these stations popped out of nowhere, and their gas prices at the current are $3 and, you guessed it, 47 cents, because he's the 47th president.
Wow.
So the gas prices are $3.47, okay?
Just so y'all know, I didn't know what this video was going to be about.
Yeah, she had no clue. So she's reacting to this as I'm talking about it. I didn't tell her what that subject was or anything like that.
This is my first time ever being in a video.
Yeah, her first time being on camera. So if she's kind of quiet and doesn't have a lot to say, it just is what it is. But anyway, so first off, I guess what do you think about that? Look, these stations, okay, the craziest thing is that Trump first announced this on July 1st. He posted up a picture of these Freedom Fuel Network gas stations that were supposed to be in existence, and he got hit immediately with people going, yeah, these gas stations don't exist. He posted up before they were even a thing that they were a thing.
Has anybody seen these things?
Well, since then, you had the administration officially start posting stuff about them around July 7th, just a couple of days ago. And there are listings showing people now starting to actually say, okay, yeah, these stations are apparently do exist, at least some of them. There's supposed to
just
be
in
like
Pennsylvania.
27 stations, or 25, 27, something like that. Most of which, again, are in Pennsylvania, and then like 1 or 2 in New Jersey. And what it looks is that these were previous stations that were like branded something else before this month, okay? And then they were just like rebranded in the past weeks, like literally the past
So this
week
is
or
just
two.
another way for him to put money in his pocket.
Where like these stations, they're rebranded, not like literally, they're just putting like banners over the front of the station saying Freedom
Oh,
Network,
that's
or like, and these like
Are they-
cloth banners around the tops of the fueling things with branding of Freedom Fuel Network or Freedom Fuel Station, something like that. They are just they're just fake. They're just fake stations that for some reason has been convinced to drop their prices below the national average prices. And it's only being assumed at this point that either they're trying to make up and recoup the apparent losses that they will be making here on like internal purchases, or they're being subsidized in some way, even though the administration has come out stating that they are not connected to the administration and that they are not being subsidized by the government. So they're claiming that your tax dollars are not subsidizing these stations to purposely be at a price dictated by the president, which is already funny enough. What are your initial thoughts?
I feel like this is a shell corporation, and I don't even mean like the Shell gas stations. I feel like this is Trump's way of trying to put more money in his pockets for all this so-called gas that they had stored back whenever it was actually at a lower cost, and trying to make money off of prices now, making it look like they're saving money where they're not actually saving money. And I may be way off here, but
well, here's the thing, and the funny thing is the gas company, the LLC that is behind this, these are privately owned stations. The LLC is supposedly like Freedom Fuel Network LLC or something like that. It was recently just introduced, just gotten, like the LLC's literally just recently been purchased at the end of the last month. So this is a brand new company, quote unquote. It has ties to Corporation Trust Company, which is like it's like a financial firm company that has a whole lot of companies under its wing. Like it's a pretty major company. It's out of New Jersey, but that particular trust and firm company has previously backed and been behind Trump allied companies, or Trump related companies. So there's definitely ties from Trump to them, even though if it's not directly from this Fuel Network LLC to Trump.
well,
Which
they're not going to directly,
yeah, there's so,
because that defeats the purpose of them trying to hide it all.
so it's people are either thinking that either some rich billionaire or something is somehow funneling or taking the profit or taking the cost of dropping this, and this is literally seemingly, from what I can just see, it's just a PR stunt. It's just since the actual because Trump said from the get-go, like, as soon as the war is over, or as soon as I get this deal, the prices are going to drop like a rock. You're just going, they're going to go right back to the way they were before the war. And while Brent crude oil prices have dropped almost half from what they were at the peak of this war that's not a war, the gas price pump prices have not come down. They have pretty much maintained where they are, because as we know, like, that's the way the fuel companies go. They hike up the prices quickly, way beforehand, way before it's even necessary to hike them up. But then dropping them back down takes forever, because they're trying to bleed all the profits that they possibly can out of it. But Trump, you know, he made that claim right off, you know, he's been making the claim all along that, oh, prices are going to drop like a rock, but they haven't.
That's why I feel like a lot of this gas that they're using for these stations, or from the gas that we had before the war and pricing went up and stuff, that he's trying to make profit off.
Well, the fuel companies certainly have made profit, shit tons of profit.
Oh, yeah.
And I just think that Trump,
even before this,
you know, he tries to find every outlet possible to enrich himself in some kind of way, to use his presidency, his position, to make some sort of connection somehow to enrich himself. I mean, it's just, it's even recently shown that even I'm going to do a video about ICE also ramping back up here in the last week. Detentions and stuff, like they're up 10,000 arrests in the past 5 days across the nation. And there's now coming out that where this could, like, the push for this could be the fact that Trump has stock in prisons now.
So again, making money.
So detainees mean money for him, along with everybody else that, you know.
And then that funding went into ICE, that 10 billion or whatever that we were talking about a while back.
Well, there was a lot of funding that went in, yeah. But
he's trying to get funding again through the prisons.
So I mean, he tries every avenue possible. So I'm thinking, and it looks, even though nobody at this point can make any direct connections, nobody even knows, you know, who's actually the owner of this LLC. It's not being publicly released at this point. But I also feel like if Trump is behind this, if Trump is somehow enriching himself off of this, or trying to do that, he's kind of kicking himself in the ass right now, because we also now have ourselves going back to a hot war with Iran at the moment, which and threatening a blockade again on the Strait of Hormuz, and you know, further escalation, which is driving the Brent oil prices back up again.
Wasn't there supposed to be
yeah, the ceasefire apparently is over, because we can't actually abide to anything. So how long is these freedom stations going to keep that price at $3.47 in honor of our dear President Trump? Because they're really going to start losing some damn money if we continue this escalation and the oil prices go right back up like they were. That's not going to look good. And you had all these Republicans out there, you know, saying, oh, thank you so much, President Trump, for lowering our gas prices. Oh, yes, you come through with your $3.47. Realize $3.47 is still not the price that it was before this war. It's like a slap in the face.
It's not but a few cents less on some places that I've been.
But also, you have the midterms getting closer and closer and closer. And I think Pennsylvania specifically is kind of strategic, because he wants to try to get as much Republican
Isn't that a red
support
state?
he can in Pennsylvania. Although I don't even really understand that one. That doesn't even make a whole lot of sense. But nevertheless,
It's hot about it. It's hot over there. It's hot over here too.
yeah, the sun came right back out, didn't it? It was back behind something a minute ago, and it was cooled down, but now it's back out full beam. This has money scheme, scam, enrichment written all over it.
I feel like
Even though
they're
nobody can
funneling-
prove it at this point, I feel like a few months down the road here, we're going to get some sort of bomb dropping, like, you know, whatever, bombshell report about how, oh yes, he's connected in some kind of way with this company and he has enriched himself to the tune of whatever, and it's just going to be another hit in the bank for him. And
Get richer.
I mean, it's crazy. Just this is what an authoritarian dictator like guy does when he can't prove himself through his rhetoric. He can't get it, like he doesn't have any proof to back up what he says, and people, and you can only go so long.
Like people are, looks like that he's trying to get the gas prices lower, whenever really it's his own money and facility that is doing it just to try to win people over.
Because you can't go for so long saying something and pretending like it's true and all your followers believing it until they start to actually see that maybe it's not all true. Because I mean, you can say all you want that gas prices are down, but people go to the gas tank pretty fucking regularly, and when they are not seeing the gas prices actually go down, and they're going like, okay boss, like, daddy, I know you say that prices are dropping, but yeah, because he's their daddy. Because that, but they're kind of not daddy. So like, can you actually make that happen, daddy? And he goes, oh well, you know what, I tell you what, let's buy some fuel stations, let's set the price lower than what, you know, it is, so that we can actually go, hey, see, yep, the gas prices are low right there. Look right there. Right there.
Only
They're
to turn
lower.
around
They're
and
lower.
change their banner, and it'd be something
How long
else.
are these gas stations going to actually last before suddenly they disappear out of nowhere again?
We're gonna
And or is this the start of him trying to create a national, like, fuel company in his name
station?
to try to get all his supporters to go get gas at? That he's going to try to undercut everybody else. Just in, I don't know. It's a weird way. Like it doesn't really seem the Trump way. Because I mean, every other money scam he's done, he acts like it's amazing and the best thing ever, and it is so low, and then you come to find out that the price isn't any different. If anything, it's even higher than where you can get it somewhere else. So I mean, I don't know how long they can actually hold that out, or how long he would hold that out, even if he is truly behind it. Anyways, I just thought this was a crazy, I think this is a crazy situation, or a crazy new thing that the administration is really kind of banking on, selling, that prices are low, the gas prices are low. And trying to sell it that way. Wow, gas prices are actually right now going to start climbing right back up. It just doesn't make a lot of sense.
It's a temporary show.
And then if you're not going to actually do this across the entire country, like, you have, not all your people are in Pennsylvania, so it doesn't even make sense that it's solely in Pennsylvania. unless they're just trying to convince, like it's a rollout process that they're trying to convince and get other stations across the nation to ring in. I guess the next place would be Texas, maybe Louisiana.
You'd have to come down south.
West Virginia, Ohio, Alabama. I mean, Florida maybe. I mean, they did just, you know, sell themselves to him with a change in their one of their airports to Donald Trump Airport. So I mean, it may be the one in Mar-a-Lago or around Mar-a-Lago, the closest one to Mar-a-Lago, or something like that.
Wow, they couldn't like here.
He's just he cannot get away from trying somehow to put his name and mark on something. They recently scrapped
United States of Trump's America before long. Watch.
They recently also scrapped this like 20-year plan to change the face on the $20 bill to Harriet Tubman from Andrew Jackson. There's been a 20-year plan of trying to change the $20 bill to Harriet Tubman. To, I guess, maybe because she, you know, her place in history, and being the first black American potentially put on a, you know, a dollar bill, and trying to race Andrew Jackson and his, I mean, he doesn't have exactly the best history in around, you know, all his push genocidal ways towards Native Americans and everything back in the day. So I mean, it was not exactly the best face, although, you know, and when he was put on there, it was obviously like acceptable. But they completely scrapped that, but they're still trying to make a $250 bill with Trump's face on it and his.
This man is something serious. Shit, I forgot you're still recording.
So he still wants his face so bad on Mount Rushmore that, you know, he posted up before his little speech up there with, you know, a Mount Rushmore with his face added onto it, like a plaque, a gold plaque. I don't know if they're going to try to start selling that. I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't doubt it. They would try to start selling that. You know, he can't actually have it put up there, even though there's still a bill in Congress to have it done. Even though they've stated over and over and over again that the limestone and stuff or whatever, all that's, you know, that's crafted out of cannot handle another face being put up there. It's already very unstable. You could wind up completely damaging the entire thing trying to add another one up there.
Change your face.
I wouldn't doubt.
I'm sorry.
That would be. I mean, it's already disrespectful that it's up there in the first place.
You won't let me put my
to
face
the Sioux Nation. We discussed that in another video before. I mean, it's already a disgrace there. I mean, it's just. He keeps, and then of course his Arc Day Trump that he still wants to do, that he's, you know, put up at the National Mall during this whole Great American Fair. He had up there a miniature version of it to show people what it would look like, although the miniature version was like, looked like foam blocks with some,
you know, if he was as
bed sheets on it
about people that are having to fight just to live day to day, as much as he puts an effort to fight to put his fucking name and face on shit, he might actually do something.
He doesn't care though about anything but himself.
I know. This is why I don't really just.
But you're right. If any president would, honestly. But if he acted and cared about America like he says he does, that would be what he would be doing. He would actually helping Americans, but he's not. He's too focused on trying to put his name and face and something all across Washington or whatever. Some sort of monument to himself while still president. Only authoritarian dictators do that. No president in history has done that. I guess he doesn't have enough people kissing his ass. And he has to try to do his best to kiss his own ass and put something up.
That's because he's not showing anybody that he cares and is doing anything for the lower people. So, of course, we're not going to back him. He's doing everything just to put himself up and make the rich richer and the poor poorer. Just trying to literally, you know, wipe us out. Make us fucking either go insane or get violent just trying to live. And I'm sorry, I'm going all off.
It's crazy. It's okay. This is an open space. It's an open space. But yeah, that's what this video was about. I just thought when I saw, and I don't really think that many people really even talking about it. I mean, maybe because there's not a whole lot to talk about, because there's not a whole lot of connections that can be made at the moment. But I just wanted to go ahead and put it out there that I'm betting if I had a bunch of, if I had money to just throw out there in a bet and actually, like, you know, I shouldn't say I want to rich myself on betting on Trump, but whatever.
If he really wanted to lower gas prices, they would be lower.
Oh, well, he wouldn't be trying to blow up a war. That's what he wouldn't be doing. We would be actually making peace and getting a deal and calming everything down, getting the Strait of Hormuz completely open, you know, allowing ships in and out, flowing good and proper. It should have never begun. It should have never happened to begin with.
Profit right now.
Should have never happened to begin with.
For them to go back to being at peace, and
he's trying to solve a problem that he caused, and then turn around and blames it. He's still trying to blame high gas prices on fucking Biden. Like, bro, you can't be serious right now. Anyway, yeah, thank you very much for joining me, joining us. And if you liked her input,
minutes before the video to be in the video, so
if you liked her input, let me know and we might do this again. She might not want to do it again, I don't know, but thank you very much for joining me. Not underneath the sun again. Yeah, it's pretty hot. So thank you very much for joining me, and let me know what you think. Until next time, peace. Clear Talk, we're out.